Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Techie Mama Live. I'm so excited to come to you today and finally get back into the swing of things. I've been kind of MIA for a couple weeks, but we're going to start fresh. We're in November and there's lots coming up with Black Friday and the holidays and just so much to do. So I'm super excited to be here. And today I'm super excited about my topic. It's content creation tips with some plugins. So there's lots of plugins. I have way too many plugins on my site, but and I do caution against having to make up plugins. But there are three in particular that are really helpful for content creation for my workflow. And I want to show you these three and see if they may help you, especially as we get into the holidays and maybe our time is a little bit more limited. Plugins that can, maximize or automate some things a lot of times are really nice. So that is what we're going to talk about. We're going to cover three different plugins that for WordPress that help with content creation. So let's get started. All right, so I am on the plugin screen and I just activated the plugins. The first one I want to talk about is right in the post setup. We all love to add photos to our posts, and photos are a great thing to add to the post. And there's lots of different sites out there that really help to find just the right image. And, the saying goes, image is worth 1,000 words. And so it's really important to just capture your post with some images. And a lot of times we don't have the time to get custom images that we photograph. This is definitely important if you're doing crafts or recipes or something like that. But if you're not doing that, if you're doing something more just generic, a lot of times there's a stock photo that can help. And if you haven't visited my blog post about stock photos, I have tons and tons of resources there of where to find stock photos. But this plugin helps us put the process right into our workflow when we're in the creation process. So instead of having to go out and look for the image, download it, upload it into WordPress and all the things, we're going to cut that down by a couple steps. So let's go in and edit one of these posts. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Super excited. Okay, so we can see we already have a stock photo there. But let's say we're going to add another stock photo. So we're going to get our handy little plus, go to image and media library. And we have this new thing called Stock Pack. And Stock Pack is really cool because it has a number of different providers, especially if you have any kind of paid providers like Deposit Photos or Adobe Stock. iStock, I believe, is also paid. Getty Images might also be paid. So these four are paid, and then Pixabay, Pexels, and Unsplash are all free. So you can go in and choose the provider that you want. So even if it's Adobe Stock, even if you don't have that as your stock provider, like you're not paying for it on a regular basis, you can choose that as a provider and do a search and then decide if you want to use it or not. So let's say, this really encapsulates what we're looking for. We're looking for that businesswoman who is on the computer, who's happy, looks like she's at home maybe, and it just really works. Well, notice how it has the Adobe Stock watermark there. So we do have to go purchase it, and you can set up actually a way to purchase as you go. So if you have like a monthly subscription to Adobe Stock, it will actually get all of that together. But in this case, if we just want to see what it looks like, um, We'll do this. Okay. And it will go in and it will add it to our library, and then we can add it here. It is very much watermarked, very much not paid for, but we can still kind of see what it would look like in our blog post. So let's do that again. Let's do it this time with one of the free ones. So let's get a new one and go back into image, media library, and stock pack. And we're going to go to Unsplash and we'll do computer again. And here we get all of the free ones that we have access to. Let's say we want something with code on it, so we will do that. And this is just coming up the first time. We need to agree to their terms and conditions. Every provider will pop that up the first time, but we will say okay. We download, and then we can go in and insert. And what's nice about this too, I always love giving credit, and it automatically gives credit to the photographer, and it automatically adds some alt text. So it may not be the perfect alt text, but JavaScript in progress. So sure, why not? It works, but this is really golden, I think, because I always am copying way too many things to make that work. So that is the stock pack free plugin. Just look in the plugin database or repository. So go into plugins and add new and search for stock pack, all one word. And there it is. And guys, this has saved so much time that I am looking for it on other sites I work with. So it is a great, great tool. I love using it when I'm in active content creation mode. So really, really great plugin, stock pack. It's the best that I have found to kind of integrate that feature into WordPress. And it doesn't matter what theme you're using. Some themes bring in some, like the Astra theme brings in Pixabay. But personally, Pixabay is great, but I really like Unsplash. That's one of my favorite free ones. And I love that this has Unsplash and lots of different ones, including paid ones, so that if I can't find something in the free ones that works, then I can go and find a paid one and then make a call of whether I want to purchase it or not. All right, so that is plugin number one, Stock Pack. Plugin number two is called Publish Press. And this plugin, granted, is meant for maybe larger sites that have lots of different authors. But I've been using it for a really long time for content organization and kind of coming up with a content plan. I've tried different methods, and what the best method that I have found is to do it right in WordPress. And this may not work for your workflow. Again, this is our tips that I have tried. But if you're having trouble creating a content plan and you just want a place to put it in that you're already in, and your workflow includes maybe writing in WordPress, then this might be an option for you. So in Publish Press, there's a lot of different plugins as part of the Publish Press family. This specifically is the content planning one. So you have a calendar, you have a content overview. There we go. You have some settings. And what I like about the settings, is they allow you to create multiple statuses. So on my Techie Mama blog, I have not only like the default draft and published, and then I think pending review might be, these are all the default ones. So draft, pending review, scheduled, privately published, and published. Um, it automatically adds these three, but you can create whatever ones you want. So on my site, I have some that are called archive that I have archived. I've done a redirect. That's out of the content plan. That's not going to be updated again. It was my early days and it's moving on. I have some that are marked as needs revision. So I've taken it out of a published workflow, but it's still a topic that I like and still a topic that I want to write about at one point. Um, I have one that is called archived, um, needs revision. I have another one that's called redirected. So the archive one, and again, this is my workflow, so this may not be your workflow, but these are just different things that you can do. So archived means it's archived, it's gone, it is redirecting most likely to the category page. If there's a remote kind of possibility that there's a link out in the wilderness of that blog post. I have another one that's called redirected, and the redirected one is redirecting to another similar blog post. So early on, I had created various different blog posts that were very similar. And for some, I like combined them all into one. Others, I like deleted one and kind of revamped the second one. So this is really, really good when you're going through, and I would recommend maybe once a year, once a quarter, kind of going through your content and figuring out, is this the content that I want on my site? Is this content working for me? And so forth. And figuring out ways to combine content, revamp content, and all of that. So you can create all the different statuses that you want, and that's really, really cool. Um, Metadata helps you create kind of some kind of task oriented things. So, first draft date, it's, I guess, not task, but additional information for your blog post. So, first draft date, we can make that viewable and we can see what that looks like. Assignment. You can again add new any type of things that you want. So if this is one that needs an opt-in or something like that, you can add that as an option. If you need to mark it as, I don't know, whatever your beautiful mind comes up with. It's just a different way of organizing that is outside the realm of categories and tags. So it's not going to be indexed. It's not going to, affect your SEO and stuff like that. It's just kind of internal organization for your blog posts. And then calendar just has some information for the calendar. So just some different settings, but that's what we're gonna look at mostly here. So let's go into calendar. Roles and notifications are kind of even additional things that are more geared towards groups. So definitely if you're having a site where you have multiple authors, this is a really, really good plugin. But even if it's just you, if you want, you can mark these notifications. So if you schedule something, you get a notification when something is published. And the rules, again, that's very specific for multiple people, but you can set up a full roles kind of thing of who's able to do what different things. So if you have a copy editor or if you have an editor or something like that, you can set those things up. Okay, back to calendar. This is kind of my workflow. So as you hover over things, you can see the click to create. So if okay, I want to publish things on Fridays that is on this topic, and I want to publish things on Tuesdays that's on this topic. You can set that up. Or if you just want to see a calendar and see kind of what your progress is. So let's say it's November, so I'm pushing my membership site or my Getting Started with WordPress course. And so let's say I want to create buzz around that. So I'm going to get kind of a quick little thing here, and we'll do top 3 things to get started. And it doesn't have to be the title that you end up with, but just enough to kind of get your juices flowing when you're looking at it. So we'll create that, and then we'll create on Friday. I'm going to do holiday posts. So Thanksgiving recipes. And here maybe Black Friday trends and so forth. And you can create the different statuses you can put here. So if you want like, well, this is kind of a pitch, this is kind of an idea. Again, assigned means you have probably more than one author, but you can assign things, can mark things in progress. You can do all of these different statuses. So we'll create, check my time really quick. All right, this is a long live. Okay, so last thing I want to show you is when we go to posts, we'll see all these drafts. And if we go in and edit any of them, we edit like normal, but if we go over to the side, you'll see that we have the metadata that we set up. So the first draft date is a little calendar post, and then the assignment. So this is where you can kind of do a brain dump, and then when you're ready to go write, you can come back. And so this works really well with batching or combining different tasks. That's something that's super popular with productivity, to like go in and kind of do a brain dump of all the different topics you want to write about. And then you come back and you do a brain dump of kind of writing out the different things, or writing out the, first paragraph or something like that. And then you do a different time all of the pin images for things, and maybe you go in and add all the images for things. So productivity wise, if you have a content plan and you're not doing things on the fly for each week, lots of experts recommend that you don't do all the things at once. So you don't, do idea creation and then writing and then graphics and so forth, and content schedule, or, social media scheduling and so forth. And again, this isn't a perfect world, and I definitely don't live in this perfect world. I'm the type that's kind of trying to do all the things at once. But in a perfect world, you can batch these and your productivity will probably go up. And this will help you do that. If where you're working, your workflow is in WordPress already, then this is a great way to kind of do all those things together. Okay, we're running a little low on time, so the last one I want to talk about is called Thirsty Affiliates. So if you're part of any affiliate programs, and I super recommend that you get part of some affiliate programs, find things that you love, that you super recommend, and go town. All of the things that I have so many, but I get super excited about them when I talk about them. So it's worth it. So my last one is called Thirsty Affiliates, and this helps you kind of keep track of all your affiliate links. And if you've ever seen an affiliate link, actually, let me switch my thing here. So this is my affiliate link for Thirsty Affiliates. And you can see it's getting cut off. And if I'm in a live, nobody's going to want to go to that URL. It's ugly. But with Thirsty Affiliates, you can do something like this, which is super simple and super easy to remember. A lot of these I can like just roll off the tongue. I don't have to go look them up. So techymama.com/get/thirsty affiliates. So it's really cool, and I'm going to show you how to create one. So we're going to go over here and let's do a new affiliate link. And we're going to add a title. So this is super meta, you guys. I'm going to create one for Thirsty Affiliates. Thirsty, if I can remember how to spell. And then I'm going to put in my official URL. So it basically does a redirect. You can attach images as well. So if you have logos and stuff like that, you can attach images. And you can set up categories. If you want to go pro, and I have the pro and I absolutely love it, it actually saves me so much time because I don't have to go in and link every single thing. The biggest thing that I use is the automatic keyword linking. So you tell it every time I type in Thirsty Affiliates, link it to this. You also get link scheduling, which is really cool. Link categorization, I thought I could do, but I'm not sure that is something. CSV import export, I also use this all the time because I don't have a great master list, and Thirsty Affiliates on my site has become kind of my master list. Anyway, okay, so Thirsty Affiliates, we'll add a category, call it plugins, add new category, and click on save link. And we'll see in just a second, we have a really, really pretty little thing, demos.techymama.com recommends Thirsty Affiliates. And you can change this recommends to be whatever you want. So if we go into settings, you'll see there's a whole bunch of settings that you can go through, but the link appearance, link prefix, you can do recommends, link, go, review, product, all kinds of different things. A custom one, so you can come up with your own thing. So, and there's tons of different ones. Fly, okay, click, move, offer, tons of different ideas there. And then just, tons of different settings. Probably want to leave a lot of the kind of more technical settings just by itself. Link category in the URL, you can do that as well. So if we save this, did I leave those recommends? No, let me change it to recommends. It kind of gets long though. So I stay away from adding the category. The category is just mainly for me, but if you wanted to, demos.techymama.com recommends plugins, Thirsty Affiliates. So it kind of helps just kind of get kind of tell more of what's going on. And maybe if you have a super short URL, Techymama is kind of on the longer side, this would work really well. So let's go into post really quick and let's see how this works in a post. Super simple. So if we go Black Friday trends and we type in Thirsty Affiliates. Now in the pro version, it would automatically link it if you added that as your keyword. In the free version, all you do is highlight, and actually, I take that back. So you could go in and link it and go grab and copy and paste, but I think there's actually an easier way. If you click on here and go to Thirsty Affiliates, I think there's an option. No, it's the image. Okay, never mind. This is really cool though. If you have images, you go in and you can search for the image and it will automatically add it. But In this case, we just have to link and we can find, it should probably come up. Let's see. No. Okay. So we'll just do demos.techymama.com recommends / plugins / thirsty affiliates. And of course you can copy and paste. I just hadn't done that. So, and we'll save draft and we can preview. And here we go. There's our link. And ba bing, ba boom, there it goes to the Thirsty Affiliate site. So very cool. And of course, your affiliate link is wherever you link it to. So, you know, you can link it to the pricing page or wherever you want to link it to. The pro version, I think it's worth it because I am not great at linking everything, especially when I was getting started. I always forgot. And so this totally kind of saved me with all the content that I had already written. So if, you know, affiliates kind of like an afterthought, then this is definitely worth it. But it's totally up to you. They do have a very nice free version that you can use all you want. Check out Thirsty Affiliates during Black Friday. I guarantee you they'll probably have a promotion, so you could probably even get it lower than $49, possibly. So yeah, so those are my 3 plugins. I absolutely love all 3 of these. I use them every time pretty much I'm in WordPress. So Publish Press, Thirsty Affiliates, and StockPack, I think are really, really helpful for that content creation. Thirsty Affiliates, you really don't want to have to go look up your affiliate link every time, even if you're not giving it out or putting it into a social post or something like that. Um, Even for those blog posts, you don't want to have to go look up what the link is. And maybe you have a master spreadsheet and stuff like that. But I just think these tools really, really cut back on the amount of time that you're having to go back and forth for all the things. So, yes, a little bit on the longer side for one of my lives, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week. Thank you.